nisamega unaniambia watu wanatoka nayo. Kisigongo ile siku nimeona kwa kamera watu wanaenda hata usiku. Pikipiki ya Rosio si yangu. I'm telling my security, this motorbike belongs to Rosio. Even if she's not here, it's her motorbike. I cannot misuse it because she's not here. No. Because one day she'll come back. Just wait. Yes. And I want when she comes back, she gets her things in order.
Hello, Wagwan, hamjambo, habari gani? We are still on Easter holiday. So happy Easter, my people, my lovely. I hope you are doing well. I'm okay. As you can see, I thank God every minute of my life. I thank God for the free gift of life and for you, my people, because God chose you to be my subscribers. God bless you. Wagwan. So now we are back again here, and in each day, you know, we have new members. This is our channel, Pamela's World Kenya channel. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Here we do reaction, no hate channel. It is reaction. We talk about the videos which are out there. And these people, we've never seen them in person, we've never met. It is just videos and videos, no hate, no nothing. So feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe, share, like, and leave a comment. So now you heard Muraseno. Muraseno is still convinced that Rosio mom will come back. It's also good to have hopes, and it's also good to let go of things. If things are not working for you, you let go of them, because holding on things which are not working can make you suffer. Waiting for things which might not come, because according to Rosio mom's video of yesterday, she had to choose and she had to let go. Even now as we speak, she's leaving friends, because some friends cannot stand the new journey which she is now having, because she found Jesus, or Jesus found her. I'm very happy for her. Very, very happy. As a Christian, this is all I want. I like when sisters and brothers get Jesus, because in this world, we will not be here forever. We will not be here forever. If someone finds peace, finds the way, finds Jesus, now her eyes are open. Looks like this lady was in a deep. She was in a pit like most of us here. I'm not clean, but all I can say, if you find Jesus in your life, it's good also to come openly like that. At least to let people know that Jesus is there. You don't just get saved and then you just be like cocoon. You just hide yourself. Oh, me, once I get Jesus, it is just me and me. No. You have to spread the gospel. Until the gospel is spread all over the world, then the end will come. Who is supposed to spread this gospel? It is you and I. So Rosio mom is planting a seed. People planted seeds in her garden. Now she's also planting, because through that many souls will be saved. So I like that, because according to her, she moved on. These are the things which were holding her back, maybe looking at back. Should I be here? Should I be in this relationship? Should I have this friend? So when Jesus visits you, you'll have to choose. So she chose to move and to start a new life. Not that there is hate. When someone starts a new life, or when someone let go of things, sometimes it is a relief to them. I cannot sit here and criticize Rosio mom. I love what God has done to her life. I love the journey. I'm just wishing her well. She needs prayers. We are praying for her. Especially me, I'm praying for her, because I love that. I love that, because it's like a baby who has just been born. So you cannot criticize a baby. Let the baby grow. Let her get to know Jesus. Let Jesus at least explain things to her. The Holy Spirit is there. She will understand more and more and more. But I'm happy she came out. Because for someone to come out like that, it is not easy. It is not just something which started yesterday. This is something which she's been holding, Jesus visiting her. She's been holding this for long. But now you see her coming out like that, there is more to it, because when Jesus sends you or calls you, who are you? Your work is just to say, here I am. Here I am. Do whatever you want with me. So I wish my people out there, if you have a call from Jesus, this is the right time. It is not a preaching video, but I'm just highlighting Rosio's video because I see like someone who has a stand. She has come out, she has talked about her journey. This is the third time she's talking about her journey, and I'm backing her up. Let her soldier on, knowing we have the Lord, and this our Lord is always with us. If you feel ashamed of your Lord, when the second coming of his coming, he will also be afraid to mention your name in front of his Father. These were his words, not my words. So anybody out there, the work is here now. There are so many seeds which are out there. You have to go and plant. There are so many people out there. There's a song which I want to sing for you about this going to get people out there and bring them because there's no time. Going out there, telling them, because you don't need to go and pull them. If you send someone, you talk about Jesus, someone will understand. Okay, who is this Jesus? Because if you talk about this Jesus today, another person talks about Jesus. When people walk on the road, when people hear you wherever they are, they will think, why is it this name of Jesus is being mentioned here, here? So that way can make them even change their ways or change their mind and come to Jesus. So that is why we were sent out there to go and bring people. So that song, so the song sings like this. No, I'm not a good singer. I'm telling you in advance. It's only that I love music, as I've been telling you this, but it is what it is. So long as it gets out there, and I just want to sing this song because I'm relating to the seed, planting the seed, bringing people, because it is you and I to bring these people. Because even us, we were brought here. So you don't keep it. The word of God is not supposed to be kept. We are the light of the world. You cannot put the light under the table. It has to be on top. So we are the light of the world. Do not be ashamed of what you believe in. People are coming out to testify. People are talking about this name, Jesus. The time is now. There is no time. So let me just sing with that, my ugly voice. So the song sings like this. Jokeyo nikanye mondo tim tich markayo chama bere piny marach pankeyo en adier mawach Nyasaye to yweyo onge nyaka tich rumo. Ere jokeyo ng'ama nobi ni mondo riwre e tich maber mar Ruoth, ng'ama nokonywa timo tijni mar kayo cham maber e puoth Ruoth. Ere jokeyo ng'ama nobi ni mondo riwre e tich maber mar Ruoth, ng'ama nokonywa timo tijni mar kayo cham maber e puoth Ruoth. Talking about where are the reapers, because a lot is out there. We have crops to be harvested. You should be out there, go out there. So he's asking, who is out there? Who can go and harvest? So you and I can go and harvest because the crops are ripe out there. The only thing they need is just people to go and harvest them. So, ere jokeyo ng'ama bi ni mondo riwre e tich maber ni Ruoth, ng'ama nokonywa timo tijni mar kayo cham maber e puoth Ruoth. Ere jokeyo ng'ama bi ni mondo riwre e tich maber ni Ruoth, ng'ama nokonywa timo tijni mar kayo cham maber e puoth Ruoth. So that is that wagwan. I'm happy for Rosio mom. We should be here to motivate her, to encourage her in her new journey. That is all I'm here about, because I love that. So now, Rosio aside, that is also my reaction on Rosio mom's video. That is my reaction on that video. So let's go home in Nyabuhanse. Yeah, let me drink water. Let me drink water. You know, it's not easy. It is not easy to go and harvest because I'm doing harvesting and it's very hot out here. I watched Murasenso's video, and first I saw the clip of that Rosio mom. We are going to see that and react upon it. And then again, Murasenso talked about that snake, and this snake thing, it has been there for long. It has been there for long. It is not the first time Murasenso is spotting this snake. And she talked about also Anastasia. Anastasia also saw it. So it is something which they have been seeing there. And again, I heard Murasenso say in his compound, he has everything. He's keeping every animal, even snakes are found in his home. Those are his words, not mine. So it's like he's taking this as a joke. You know what snakes can do. And that place of Murasenso is a swamp place, very swampy. And snakes like swampy areas. And Murasenso's home is near the river. And as you all know as well, rivers also attract snakes because snakes like water. When it is hot, they want to go in a very cold place. Maybe they dip themselves in the water. So it is always very dangerous, even living near the river, because you spot many snakes. And now Murasenso is staying in that swamp. The snake has been there for quite some time. And in one of my videos, I said, okay, these chicks of Murasenso, which are just disappearing, maybe it is this snake which has been eating them. Maybe the eggs which were missing then during Rosio's parents there in the villa, maybe also it is the snake which was eating them, because snakes lay eggs a lot. Remember that mud house before this other one, the one which was there before? When they were demolishing that house, there were so many snakes. They killed so many snakes, so many rats. So it is not the first time Murasenso's home having snake. But to hunt it, it is only good when it comes out, so it is easy for you to kill it. But to go hunting for it, because it knows that now it is being hunted. Murasenso is talking about they went and dug that place. There were so many holes. Those are snake holes. So unless Murasenso gets someone who is very expert in this area. But there's also one thing which I could not understand with Murasenso. Because Rosio mom talked about this issue of there are so many people, friends, who are still out there. The things which they have been doing out there, it is only them who knows, because they have been in dark place. So these dark places, snakes are also involved in these dark places. You can never find a witch without a snake, because snake, you know, in the Bible, that symbol of a snake, the devil is associated with snakes. And that's why you find people were criticizing Rosio mom with that tattoo of snake. People have many tattoos, even I have tattoo. But you put a symbol of tattoo of a snake, that is something different, because it is considered the devil or devil itself. And Murasenso spotting the snake, and then he goes around that place. Imagine you have to have that fear. Okay, the snake was spotted here. Even though that home is your home, but does not give you that strength of going along where it was seen. Unless you know something which we don't know. Because a normal person, you will feel like goosebumps walking where the snake was. But you find Murasenso is just walking or showing people, this is where we spotted him, this is where it has been. And yet, there are leaves there, there are trees there, there's water there, and it has been there. You don't know how many eggs it has laid, you don't know how many babies it has made there, you don't know. And putting children of other people, because these are sons of their mothers and fathers, you cannot put their life at risk. Do you have insurance? In case of something happens to these boys, what will you do? Because they are just doing it because they don't have otherwise. The boss has said. Because Murasenso is something else. I don't think that was the way to go. We will settle with that, then we move as we go ahead, because we are reacting on Murasenso. We finish with Rosio mom. So let's continue.
So yesterday, there's something that happened here. So there's a snake inside here, guys. Okay? There's a snake here. So yesterday I saw it, and it rained. And we had to dig the entire space trying to find the snake. But we couldn't. So then right now I'm going there very carefully to see if I can see that snake. you know. That's why the water is so dirty, because we had to dig all that space trying to look for it. So let me go slowly. Oh my God. I already messed. So that's why you see the water very dirty. But we're gonna clean. So what happened was, yesterday, there's a snake here, a water snake. So yesterday I saw it, it rained that way. And then we started looking for it, and we realized there were a lot of holes there, very many holes. So because of that, we started digging that area. And that's why you see that place looks like that. But we are hoping this water will clean up in the next 2-3 days. Then it will be very clean, to see if we can see the snake. Yeah, you see even these trees drying up already. And it's tell them to actually plant.
So that is what I said. So talking about this snake which has been seen all the time, because it is staying there. That is where it is. You don't know whether it has eggs there, it has laid egg, maybe it has babies there, many babies. So Muraseno might think it is just one. Maybe there are many. Maybe they are the ones which have been eating the eggs, the chicks. You can't tell because they eat all that. So Muraseno is hunting the snake. And then look at Muraseno passing through that water where the snake was spotted, and then walking along that path where there are trees, there are leaves, and yet he spotted the snake and he's not even fearful. This is something which can kill you, and you are not fearing. What is it that you know which we don't know, Muraseno? Because walking like this where the snake was spotted gives me goosebumps. But with Nyabohase, and the witchcraft which is in Nyabohase, you see them, these people, they don't fear anything, because Muraseno, if it were just you and me going there, you'll feel like, no, the snake was spotted there, I cannot walk there. But Muraseno just go there. And then Muraseno is putting these boys at risk. Okay, you've spotted these snakes several times, not once, not twice. Why can't you go to the people who knows how to go about it, so that you can hunt it once and for all? Because it's like you are playing with it. Oh, the snake was spotted here, and then again another day it was spotted here. Instead of doing something, eliminate it once and for all. Go and look for alternative. But now hunting it is very dangerous. You people, you know, when you hunt a snake, it will hunt you, because now it knows that these people want to kill me. So it will always be alert, and you don't know how many they are there. And then Muraseno is just walking on the path there with the water there. He's not even bothered with his GoPro. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? To me, I see like these people, they know more than I can tell, because any other person cannot walk just like this without fear or feeling anything where the snake was spotted. That is Muraseno. So it's also putting these people in danger. Do you have insurance? In case of anything, will you pay these boys? Because you know what snake can do. Even if it spits like saliva like this, their eyes will be, you know what it does to people. Now that it knows that it is being hunted, it is very dangerous. Very dangerous even to that Moses who walks around there. Very dangerous to anybody. Because now it has been disturbed. It's home, because they found the holes. The holes have been destroyed. So now it is just roaming around. So they should be very careful. And Muraseno, one thing Muraseno need to do. Muraseno need to put the window in that store. Why leave that window open like that? Because leaving that window open like that, the chicks are inside there. It is the store. The snakes can go in and out, and you might even find some staying there. So you people who knows Muraseno house very well, from that window which has no window in it or no cover in it, is there an access to Muraseno's home? Because if it has access to Muraseno's home, then you might even find some of the snakes inside Muraseno's home. I hope it is blocked. There's no route inside. But if there is route inside that store going inside, you might find even there are some snakes inside Murasenso's house. Because that place is open. And when it is open, anything can go in. And a place which is open, you cannot say, oh, thieves came and took this, because it was open for them. You have to put your things in order. Lock everything and then find if someone has come and break, then complain. But you let everything like this, snakes come in and out. So when I saw that part of snake, no, I didn't like that part, because it is risky on even himself, the boys who are working for him. Even Moses should be removed from that area, because they cannot let that baby just roam around there and the snake is spotted there. And it is not once, not twice. It is something which is just roaming around there. So
And chicks are doing okay. So far so good. I'm still reviewing the cameras to try to see what or who stole my chicks. 16 of them.
So Muraseno is still reviewing the camera to see who took or who stole the chicks, 16 of them. What if the camera will show you it is the snake? Because you are also having snakes around. And not even one, there are many. You don't even know the number of snakes which are there. So Muraseno is still checking the cameras. How long does it take you? How long? Get time. If you are serious and you are sure someone took your chicks, at least take some hours to check the cameras. Unless there is nothing which was taken, it is maybe, sometimes these chicks, they die. They are very young. And like those birds, there's so many birds which are hanging in Muraseno's compound. And those snakes, I just feel like those snakes are the ones who ate those chicks. If you've reared chicks, you can understand, because not all the chicks survives. A mother can have like 20, but you find out only 6 surviving. So these others can be eaten with the birds, can be eaten with the snakes. The mother can lay on them and then they die. So it is just a matter of survival. It doesn't mean that they were taken away with someone. Anyway, let Muraseno review the cameras. I hope he will not find a human being. He will find like those dogs. Because sometimes those dogs also, they roam around. I don't know whether they are being put in their houses 24/7. The dogs are out there. The birds are out there. The snakes are out there. Anything can take the chick. So it's not about people or someone taking the chick.
I think I need to put cameras places like that. You see here? Like that. A camera there on that tree. I can even put another one right here, because we have one over there. But I need to put all corner, even in these trees and everything. 360 cameras. Guys, if you're from the US and you want to visit me, please ask me which cameras to bring. Oh, these boys came. Oh my God.
So, if you are coming from the United States of America, Pamela, make sure you ask Muraseno the type of camera he's using. Now it is you to ask. Things have changed, because you need Muraseno more than Muraseno needs you. That is the message he's sending out there. You need me more than I need you. That's why you need to ask me before you come. Mura, what type of camera do you use? So that you can buy and take to Nyabohase. Things have changed, I'm telling you. Not the way he used to tell you, oh, bring me such a camera showing you the box. No. It is you to ask. This is 2026.
That is good. So, tunaenda kwa shuleni ya Mungu ndio tupate huyo Lucas, alafu so we are going to the school to see our horses, and also this young man called Lucas stays around there, and then we come back, I fix these people, then we go to Maisha Farm.
That is Daniel and Muraseno, the CEO and the manager. They are leaving. Daniel is still doing the driving work. How again is he a manager? Because for him to be a manager, he should work with Muraseno everywhere Muraseno goes. Muraseno should assign this driving thing to another person, because this one is now a manager. He has taken the role of a manager. So if he's moving around with Muraseno, this is just my suggestion. And this is how I understand it. There's no way a manager will be going around with the CEO. And the manager is supposed to be going around the farm, check the things which are happening in the compound. And yet he's out there going around with the boss. He's the manager, and then he's the same person who is driving the CEO. Where have you seen that? I've never seen that. I've never heard that. And Daniel's time is just a little like this. So I've never seen such a thing in my life. I look at Daniel. Muraseno is not going to keep Daniel for long. I'm telling you. Muraseno is just waiting for something small, for the horse to get injured or for something to happen. Then Muraseno will kick Daniel like the rest. But because he's still hanging on with Daniel, because of the lands of Daniel. Remember the one which he leased? Not even leased. He took that land in pretense that, we are going to farm, we are going to show you how to farm hay, we will harvest the first time. From there, you will be harvesting. What if there will be no hay? Because Muraseno thinks that he's so clever. So he's eyeing for all this land, this one and others. You look at Daniel's family. They have big land, huge plots of land. And that is where Muraseno focus is in, plus the family, plus the mother and father. Because according to Muraseno, he talked about this decision of making Daniel a manager. They reached this decision after consulting Congress dad and Congress mom and the team. So who are this team? Felix and the other one? I don't know. Sabega or what? Sabega and Felix, did you agree for Daniel to be the manager? All this one, Muraseno just putting on you for people to know, he didn't just appoint. They reached that agreement. But it is upon you. You want to make your home run smoothly, that is your problem. But Daniel is the one who is in shit now. Muraseno will just create something for Daniel to go. Something small will let Daniel go. And he will pay with the lands. I'm telling you. Because these horses, the way we see them, very delicate. Something small happens to these horses. Muraseno will take those lands of Daniel all because he's the manager. He will compensate himself. And that is what he will do. You wait and see. This love between them is not going to last. The love which they have because of the land is not going to last. Because I expect once you name this Daniel, your manager, he should be home. He should be going around checking the compound, the horses, the farms, but not being with you with the motorbike. He should be down the motorbike. He should have one of your cars. Give him one car so that the manager can go around with the car because he knows how to drive. He can drive. Why are you still using this motorbike? Daniel is your manager, and let manager enjoy. Let manager enjoy because he can drive. You manager plus the CEO. Why are you on motorbike? It doesn't work like that. Muraseno, do things differently. But I see like this position of this managerial post, Muraseno is just doing it because people have been telling Muraseno, look for a manager to run your home. But the choice which he went for is now the wrong choice because there's nothing which he has done. There is nothing which he has done. It's just a name-calling manager and hanging out with you.
These days we feed them. The new trainer is recommending we stop feeding him as much, but I don't think we'll do that. What we need to do is just put him under pressure, of training and carrying people, and so he can. Otherwise, he's wild right now. Actually, his name is Raindrop. Wild. Raindrop, wild drops. Stop. Look. Trying to study this horse. I just want him to know I'm the boss and he should respect me. Look. He doesn't like people around his space.
This horse, Raindrop, we've seen how it is. It doesn't want people near it at all. It is a very hard horse to deal with. Even Muraseno cannot understand it. Now Muraseno want to study it. Muraseno want this horse to see him as a boss. Oh God, Muraseno. This is your horse. You are the keeper. It's like you are the dad of this horse, and you expect your child to call you boss. It's like Maisha calling you boss. Where did you see that? Or where did you hear that, Muraseno? Even if you love this word of boss, boss. So Muraseno is studying this horse. He want to know why this boss is not obeying his orders, and he's the boss. He want the horse to know that you are my boss. So when Muraseno passes, the horse should just be doing this. Make the trainer do that. And now the trainer is telling Muraseno that the horse need to reduce the food which they are giving it, at least to tame it. But Muraseno is saying, no, they are not going to do that because of what? He just want people to ride on it. So the first people to ride on this horse, the horse which does not even listen to anybody, let Muraseno be on top. Yes, let Muraseno be on top of this horse, because the trainer is telling him what is supposed to be done. That is the reason why he brought the trainer. But Muraseno is not saying, no, we are not going to reduce the food. So how are you going to train it? Because maybe the food is making it behave like that. So if you reduce and then you check its behavior, it's also not bad. At least you give a trial. But Muraseno just want things to go his way. So what was the point of bringing this trainer, giving you advice, and you're not taking? All you care about is the horse to know you as a boss. I'm telling you on this street. Oh my goodness, let's keep on. There's also one thing which I saw there. I just want us to talk about that soberly. You know, Brian, we know who Brian is, this boy, and what happened to him, because we also did not to repeat it every day. It is not okay for this boy to grow and at least forget the things which took place. People need not to be talking about those things every now and then. But now this boy, now schools are closed, and there are times when I used to see this boy at Mayugno's place, because Mayugno has a brother there who is almost age mate of Brian. So Brian, according to Brian, how I know it, he's a boy who is growing, and in that compound is just the grandma, and this boy has to go out there. He's a teenager. He has to go out there, at least play football with others, at least talk school stuff. Okay, there is Masegeso there, but sometimes Masegeso also goes to their home. This is just my opinion. I'm just talking. I know I'm a mother and I know how these things happen. So you see Brian going to Muraseno's home. Because the reason of me bringing Brian here, because we are going to see the grandma's home. We are going to go there. But let's talk about this Brian first. So Brian, after schools were closed, Brian went to Muraseno's home. For Brian to go to Muraseno's compound or villa, because I normally see him going there. Despite him going to Mayugno and being with Masegeso, I still see Brian going to Muraseno's place quite often. Each time when schools are closed or they are in half term, he always goes there. People might wonder, why is he not staying with the grandma 24/7? He cannot do that. This is a young boy, he's growing, he cannot be confined in one place, never. He has a phone, and they don't have Wi-Fi as we speak because they have not paid for it. So he's going to places where there is Wi-Fi for him to at least to connect with other students. But that is not what is taking him to Muraseno. It might be that, but there's more to it. Because Brian sees Muraseno as a father figure. A father figure, because for him to be where he is, it is because of Muraseno. So Brian has always wanted to be close to Muraseno. If you've been studying body language of Brian, he wants to be very close to Muraseno. It's only that Muraseno is not giving Brian that space. He needs someone to embrace him, at least to, whenever he comes from school, at least to make him be close. That is why he normally goes to Muraseno. You look at, if you studied this well, let me just be honest, all these children, they're our children, we love them all equally, we love them all. You look at how Muraseno treats Masegeso, and the way he treats Brian is different. Muraseno loves Masegeso than Brian. That is my opinion. I've seen it. It's something which is out there. But Brian is just doing these things to Brian because people are sending him to do so. But if it was Muraseno's will, Brian would not be going to school. Brian would not be getting anything. So you see Brian going to Muraseno's home. Okay, what he did is not that okay by going to the room. But I see like someone who needs attention. He wants Muraseno to be close to him. He sees Muraseno like a father figure. He needs to be advised. Whenever he's there in the villa or goes to one of the rooms, people think that what happened last time will repeat itself. No. You have to give people a chance. So, Muraseno, my advice to you, whenever you see Brian, please be close to him. Yeah? Does not mean you gave birth to him. No. Be a father figure for Brian. Not only about schoolwork only. Be asking Brian what he's going through, because he's growing. He's growing slowly. So he needs you closer. As much as he needs a grandmother, no. It is you he wants. You see Brian, sometimes you want to maneuver and go get close where Muraseno is, because he wants that attention. He doesn't have a father. He doesn't have a mother. So he wants that father figure. And also, when you see maybe problems which Brian can cause, maybe he has caused going to that room without people knowing, the workers' room, I don't think there was need to bring it here. That is your son. You don't need to talk about whatever your son does to people every day. He considers you his dad. That's why he can go to your home and go to a room and sleeps. You can imagine. No one can do that. But with him, he feels that closeness. He sees you like someone he can trust. So he expects you also to trust him. If he's in your home, the way you go to their home and check all the bedrooms, so he feels like that. So whenever you find him in another room in your home, do not think of the things which he did. That makes him feel like, oh, these people, they have not forgiven me. So they think I'm still the old Brian. So give Brian a chance to grow. But all I can ask you as a mother, be close to Brian. You are the father figure of Brian. Now you are not giving him that father figure. Assume now someone comes who is not in your camp, Mura's camp, and maybe take Brian and give him father figure. What will you say? You say these people, oh, they want to take people who are close to me, but you don't know. You don't ask him the things which he needs now. He's growing. It is not only about house or school fees. There are so many things maybe he would want to tell you, but because you are not close to him, the camera is always like this, and you always want to report the things which you talk about with him. So he fears. You see, like someone who is holding back. Give him that freedom. Give him that freedom so that you can be friends. You can be friends. He can tell you whatever is happening in his life, and also he can open up. It's good to let him be. So when I heard you talking about, oh, Brian, do not do that. When you came to my house, you went in one of my workers' room, and the worker didn't know you, wanted to beat you. So those are things which we don't need to bring here. You don't need to bring here. And when Brian listens to such, makes him fear you because he doesn't understand. I'm not advocating for him to be going to rooms without telling you, but what I'm seeing there is like, he sees like when he's at your place, he's home. Like when you go to their home, you have freedom, you talk with them freely. So he sees that bond like there's nothing which is doing wrong. That is all I can say there. Then again, grandma money was sent for her for security. Money was sent for her for security for 6 months. The money was sent for grandma. And you remember this security man who was taking care of grandma's home, Muraseno is the one who appointed him or who took him there. But when the chicken got lost, grandma suspected that this soldier or this security man is the one who took the chicken. So grandma never wanted him there. Because I think we reacted on that video. So Muraseno got the money, was taking to grandma, already contacted that man. You cannot do that. First, let the person whom you are taking the money to accept, do you still want this worker, or should we just retain this one, or should we bring another one? You need to ask. Now, the moment Muraseno reached there, grandma said, no, I don't want that. Already Muraseno had called him. The man was coming. And you see, Githriba was like this. Githriba, there are things which you don't need to stoop your nose in. Grandma is the one who is staying with this person. And even though, maybe, even if you've asked someone, come, huh? You can still tell them to go. It's not about that when you call someone, so they have to work for that person. No, no, no. I liked the decision which Muraseno also made, because grandma said, I don't want that. We are going to look for another person, which Muraseno agreed to. But Githriba was of opinion of just maintaining this one. You cannot. The moment you suspect someone, it is not easy to stay with them. Also, maybe this person has gotten rumors out there. So, even working for you, it might do damage, or it might not work as it should. So, I didn't like that. And the house and everything is now. But I like the fact that grandma is very clean, very clean. The house is very clean. So, let's see some of the receipt, then we move on.
Pikipiki ya Rosio si yangu. I'm telling my security, this motorbike belongs to Rosio. Even if she's not here, it's her motorbike. I cannot misuse it because she's not here. No. Because one day she'll come back. Just wait. Yes. And I want when she comes back, she gets her things in order.
Muraseno is now talking about the motorbike of Rosio mom, and they have been using it. Even when Rosio mom was here, she never drove it. So Muraseno have been using it here and there, doing his things. So now he's saying he want to keep this motorbike well, because the owner is coming. He doesn't want this motorbike to just be used. So he want to be told who is using it, telling now the security man, because Rosio mom one day will come back and is going to make sure he keeps her things well in the house, because she will come back. Muraseno is assuring you, you will see. And he said, you wait and see. Which means there's something which is doing, which is known to him. According to Rosio mom, she moved on and she let go of some of these things, relationship, all those things which were putting her down. She has moved on and starting a new life. But Muraseno, on the other hand, is assuring us that Rosio mom will come back. So where have you gone? Are you in spirit with Rosio mom or what? Because remember, Kohera met you in spirit. So maybe, you can never tell. I'm telling you, Nyabohanse, you just look at them, you see them, just let them be. Because for someone to have assurance like this, unless maybe they know what they are talking about, or he's dreaming, or he's living in denial. There are people like that, people who can't move on. Out there are people who can't move on. They don't take no for an answer. They still think that you are going to come. So, Muraseno, my niece, you want to tell me you will wait for Rosio mom? Are you not going to marry? This is someone who has moved on. And then you want to keep these motorbikes, you want to keep her clothes there intact, which means you're not going to give us babies or what? That is what you are trying to tell us here, Muraseno. So you have to make moves. You cannot be waiting for Rosio mom, who has started her life somewhere else. Now you are telling people that one day she will come. So you will be waiting for Rosio mom until she comes back. When are we going to have those 10 kids? Do not play with us, Muraseno. That is not fair for your subscribers, even me, the reactor. I need to see you growing. I need to see your growth. We need babies in that compound. And you yourself, Muraseno, you said you started to mingle yourselves. So, which is which? Are you going to mingle yourself? Are you going to wait for Rosio mom? Or what are you going to do? Because you also came out and said you are single now, and you put your CV out there. Now you are telling us you're waiting for Rosio mom. Be clear on this, so that anybody who want to mingle with you out there can make moves.
So we are visiting grandma because we heard a story that somebody stole her chicken. Tuende tuone sehemu kuku ziliibiwa. We want to go and see. I think na Inahara 13. How many did they steal? So they stole 2. Okay. So guys, the madam who supports this project has sent us here to pay a security guard for grandma for the next 6 months. That is why we are here.
Mwenye alikusupport na hii project ametuma pesa. Yule kijana endelee kulindia kwa miezi 6.
Yule kijana mwingine awepo, sio mimi.
Oh. Hey, grandma says she wants a new security guard. Now what will we do to Marwa and we've told him to come?
Maybe let's wait to come and all.
No, grandma has refused.
Yeah, we tell him grandma is.
No. Then do this, Gitrigo. We will give him 1,000 and just tell him, boss wanted to buy you what, just like that. Then we'll get a new person without involving too. He may feel bad for Woko.
Sasa ukwacha kuja tumpe tumunulie tu maji 1,000.
Nilikuwa nimemwambia akuje.
Tumwambie tu ni maji tunafaa tumunulie. Tunafute mtu mwingine mwingine.
So, I don't want to meet Vilmar. You'll be at the gate there. When he comes, say, boss wanted to buy you what? That is it. Yes. Because
And I think that is the best way forward, because if grandma doesn't want him there, it is good you just finish with him outside, because it's also not good to be in the presence of grandma saying, I don't want you. That one, you put grandma in a very awkward situation. So it's good idea, Muraseno, you decided to let Gitriva give him that money from outside. And that is okay. Also let grandma choose whoever he wants to work for her. Or you help her according to her. She suggested you can help her, but not this one. Because workers also, when you stay with them for long, sometimes some have no respect. Yeah? They get used to you. Like now, grandma is suspecting that he's the one who took the chicken, because there's no any other person who goes in there, apart from those YouTubers who always go there for charging, for Wi-Fi. But nowadays, there's no Wi-Fi there. So I think grandma also made a good choice. It's also good to try someone else. And I'm happy for her, that person who gave her that project, who started that project for her, is now paying for 6 months. It's very good for the security man. I think that is okay. Yeah.
And to bring problem for grandma. I think maybe, I don't know, I'm not accusing anyone, but maybe the same guy knew there is no watchman here. And he came, collected, but grandma has very good roster.
Thank you so much, my people. We've seen our people are supporting the villagers, and it's very good to support people who are in need of support. No one can say no to that. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for the love and the care. Keep on subscribing to this beautiful channel. Like the video, share my videos, tell a friend to tell a friend. We are road to 5K. Thank you so much. God bless you all, and see you again in my next video, God willing. Bye bye. Enjoy your time. Happy Easter. I know tomorrow people are going to work. Drive safely. If maybe you are out of your town, you are from wherever you are from, drive safely. Be okay. Thank God for the free gift of life, and live a good life. Thank you so much, my people. Bye bye.